So here we are again with some huge news, and this time it's about the second style that was announced alongside Bunny Iglesias. Everyone was focused on Bunny because of how controversial and unexpected his addition was, but the second player is just as important, if not more. I'm talking about Lavinho, and yes, it's already confirmed that Lavinho is dropping on September 13th, which is exactly 1 week from now. That means we've got the dates locked in, and we know for sure that he's going to be the next Master Rarity style. I actually said this before in past videos with 99% certainty that the next Master Rarity would be Lavinho. And here we are, seeing it actually happen. The prediction lined up perfectly. Also, under my last Bunny video, people were commenting a lot about how Bunny was definitely Master Rarity, because apparently Miro said it somewhere, though honestly I haven't personally seen that myself. If you just look at the manga, sure, Bunny could theoretically fit into Master Rarity since his level is kind of set around there, but I don't think he's on that tier. For me, Bunny is more like Kaiser. He fits into that new-gen conversation, and World Class is the right place for him. And if the devs want him to be Master, that's fine, but World Class also makes sense. After all, World Class already has names like Kaiser, Don Lorenzo, and Sai, all new gens. But that's Bunny. Today's video is about Lavinho. He's already got his trailer out, and in that trailer we saw his chemistry with Bunny. That means the moment Lavinho releases, his chemistry with Bunny is instantly live. That makes sense since they were teased together from the start, and the devs clearly want to link them as a duo. So Bunny and Lavinho chemistry is confirmed and ready? Now let's talk about the main concern with Lavinho, the same one that came up with Bunny. A lot of people are saying, why are they adding him now? He only had a few moves in the manga, so the devs are just improvising. And yeah, in one way, I understand that criticism. Bunny got hate for being added off of basically one panel. Lavinho gets the same pushback because we've only seen him pull off a couple of moves in the manga. But honestly, why not add him? If the devs waited for every character to have a full animated arc before making them playable, the game would be dead slow. This is a creative project as much as it's a manga adaptation. They need to take these smaller characters and build them out. And with Lavinho, it's actually a lot easier than with Bunny. Because let's be honest here, Lavinho is literally Neymar. That's the whole point of his design. He's flashy, stylish, a dribbler who dances with the ball, and the game can just translate Neymar's real-world style directly into Rivals. So even if the manga only gave us a few hints, we already know exactly what his playstyle should be. Just give him the dribbling flair, the dancing footwork, the feints, the air control, and you've got Lavinho. It's canon by association. In fact, someone in the official Rivals Discord already put together an amazing set of ideas for Lavinho's kit, and I really want to go through those because they're spot on. The suggestion starts with the point that since Loki is a Master Rarity and has a passive, it would make sense for Lavinho to also get one. And because he's a dribbler, that passive should be tied to dribbling. It could be something like 2 extra dribbles automatically built into his flow, or a passive that just makes him dribble faster and smoother than anyone else. Either way, a dribble-focused passive makes perfect sense. Then, for his moveset, the player suggested 3 ideas that I think are actually really good. The first move is called Rising Dance. It's basically a dribble move you activate when facing a defender head-on. It's a lift that pushes you forward, and immediately after the lift, you get a follow-up move in the same slot that you can chain. That second part could be something like a bicycle kick. They even suggested calling it the Jenga bicycle kick. That fits Lavinho perfectly because Jenga is all about the flowing dance-like movements in Brazilian football. So, rising dance into a Jenga bicycle kick would not only look incredible but also feel true to his identity. The second move idea is a hybrid. When you're off ball, it acts as a steal move. When you're on ball, it becomes another dribble. The steal would be something similar to Eniel Bachira's steal, but with Lavinho's flair. The suggestion even gave it a name. Samba steal. That would be perfect. And then when you have the ball, it turns into a body feint. Again, they suggested calling it Jenga feint, where Lavinho sways side to side like he's dancing before cutting the opposite way. That's literally Neymar's signature body feint translated into the game. It would be both stylish and effective, and it fits everything Lavinho is supposed to be. The third move suggestion was something really unique. It could be an auto dribble mode. Basically, when the opponent tries to steal the ball from you within a short time window, like 5 or 10 seconds, the move triggers automatically, and Lavinho dribbles past them. That would be called something like dancer mode. And because it only lasts a few seconds, it wouldn't be too overpowered. But it would capture that feeling of Lavinho being untouchable when he's really in rhythm. The opponent tries to take the ball, but he just dances around them without breaking stride. That kind of move would make him feel completely different from anyone else in the game. Now, will the devs actually use these exact suggestions? Probably not word for word, but the direction is clear. Lavinho's kit is going to be filled with dribbling, flair, feints, and stylish shots. He's going to look like Neymar inside Blue Lock Rivals, and honestly, that's exactly what he should be. Another thing to point out is how people are comparing Bunny and Lavinho. Some are saying, why add Bunny before Alexis Ness, who is more developed in the manga? And others are saying the same about Lavinho. But the truth is, the devs are not picking characters based on who has the most manga material. They're picking them based on what excites the player base and what fills gaps in the roster. And right now, having Lavinho as a master rarity dribbler makes sense. It gives players a flashy new option at the highest tier, and it balances against the strikers and defenders we've been getting. So let's recap. Lavinho is officially confirmed as master rarity. His release date is September 13th, 1 week after Bunny. He already has a trailer with Bunny, which shows off their chemistry, so we know they'll link up instantly once he drops. His moveset will be mostly improvised by the devs, since the manga didn't show much, but because he's based on Neymar, they have a perfect blueprint to follow. Expect dribbles, body feints, Samba-inspired movements, and maybe even unique passives tied to dancing dribbles or auto-evasions. The community has already given some great suggestions like rising dance into a bicycle kick, Samba steal, Ginga feint, and dancer mode. Whether or not the devs use those exact ideas, we know the style will be all about flair and creativity. And most importantly, this proves once again that Rivals isn't afraid to improvise. They did it with Bunny, they're doing it with Lavinho, and they'll probably keep doing it with more characters in the future. That's not something to be scared of, it's something to be excited about. Because the devs aren't just adapting the manga, they're expanding it. They're making these smaller characters come alive in ways that even the source material didn't. And if they pull it off right, Lavinho could end up being one of the most fun master rarities we've ever had. So yeah, get ready. September 13th, Lavinho officially drops, and with him we're finally getting the long-awaited chemistry with Bunny that was teased in the trailer. From what we've seen and what we can guess, this style is going to be all about Neymar-inspired moves that makes him feel completely unique compared to anyone else in the roster. This update is going to shake things up, and I really can't wait to see how he actually plays once he's in our hands. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to leave a like. It really helps the channel grow and keeps me motivated to keep making daily videos for you guys.